I'm doing a review of the Yanmar YM1720D. This is a four-wheel drive subcompact diesel tractor that we've had for about 20 years. That's the front differential fill plug. When you change that out, we're looking at the hydraulic filter and then the water separator for the diesel fuel. Walking around the front here. This one has a front end loader on it. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's pop the hood on this baby. It's got the Yanmar 3-cylinder 1-liter diesel. We've got the air filter up here, and I'm going to point to that little sensor plug. That's the electrolyte and the battery sensor on the original battery, but that's unhooked. So there's a warning light on the dash. It'll come on because of that. And there is the sensor wire for the coolant overflow, and that's the fill plug to put more oil in once you change it. Drain plug's just right straight underneath there on the bottom. There's the fill cap for your diesel fluid, diesel fuel. You notice all the decals are in Japanese on this thing. And there's the clutch pedal there on the left, little grease fitting. Here's the dash. We got the horn button, turn signal button next to it right there. We got the temp, the fuel, and right there, if I can get it to focus, that's where that air light will come on because that sensor's unhooked for the battery. Doesn't mean your charging system's not working. Anyway, there's the tach, the hour gauge. And that's a compression release there. Like in the winter, you can pull it out a little bit to make it turn over easier. And that's where you kill it. You don't kill it with a compression release. You kill it with that right black knob. There's the hydraulic fluid filler. It's got a dipstick on it. There's the Pto Selector. These gray market machines have multiple speeds on the PTA. I always keep it in number 2. And there's the transfer case selector. It's kind of like a high, medium, and low range, and it's a 3-speed there, so basically you have 9 gears to choose from. You have to be in neutral to change that, by the way, that differential or that transfer case. I'm looking for the size of the tire here. Really can't find it. It's kind of faded. I don't know if you can see that. It says I think 22 on there. And there's a picture of the front tire. They're kind of small, but anyway, those are, I think, the originals from the 80s, and they're a little bit cracked, but they still got plenty of tread, and they're holding the air fine, so I never did change them. And there's the hydraulic lift arm for the 3-point. A little toolbox there. Came from the factory. Like I said, all the decals are written in Japanese on that thing. This one has a Hans 48-inch brush hog on it that we put on a few years back, and it's been a real solid brush hog. There's been no problems with it at all. And there's the control for this front end loader. It's a Coker Series 80. I can fill that bucket completely full of white rock, and it'll lift it right up. But you got to have the brush hog on the back, or it'll lift the front tires off the ground. There's the throttle. Little lever on the right there. See, you got a little rabbit and a little tortoise. There's the brakes, and you know, it has a little bar that'll lock them together, so that's the way I usually do it. And that's the lock, so you can press the brakes down and pull that down, it locks it. That's a little boost of power, like if you're running into a load of gravel, you need a little extra power, you just tap that with your foot. And that raises the 3-point hitch up and down, and then that other little lever is the draft control to how much free play it's got in it if you go over rocks or something with it. And here's the on and off switch. And right there, that's where you kill the engine. You don't kill it with a compression release, you kill it with that. You pull it up to kill it, and then, you know, to restart it, you got to push it back down. But anyway, there's another little shot of the Yanmar 1-liter 3-cylinder diesel, 17 to 20 horsepower depending on the year. I think this one is a 20 version, but there's a little sensor for the coolant overflow. Well, there you have it, Yanmar 1720D. I'll put a few pictures of the owner's manual in here that might help you guys out. It's kind of hard to find these, so I just took the photos of the pages that are relevant to the 1720D and the 1820D. Anyway, well, hope that helps you out a little bit, and thanks for watching. And these pages will just keep flying through until the end of the video. But anyway, have a good day. Bye-bye.